One day I came home and decided I need to get my brain ready for the big wrestling match I had later that day. Then out of nowhere, I heard my sister come downstairs. She was asking, "Can you give me a ride to the basketball game?" I was wondering, why wouldn't she go to my wrestling meet? Is it too tough? Is it because she's a girl? Nah, that's not fair to assume. But I have an idea. If I was going to figure out if gender really played a role in which winter sport students at Johns Creek like to watch, I needed to figure out how to research it. But how would I do it? A survey! Our population was students at Johns Creek, so I opened up a poll with 3 sports ranking and contact severity to all students at Johns Creek. With a sample of 80 students, I then eliminated the bias by splitting them into groups of boys and girls and randomly choosing 15 boys and 15 girls. We observed the sports chosen by these 30 students as our dependent variable. If gender truly plays a role in which winter sports students at Johns Creek prefer watching, then boys may prefer sports with more contact than women.
As a result of our research, we concluded that way more girls prefer to watch basketball over swimming and wrestling, and that boys prefer basketball and wrestling over swimming to watch. In our data, we made sure to include a non-contact sport, a semi-contact sport, and a full contact sport. Out of 15 girls, 11 chose basketball, 2 chose wrestling, and 2 chose swimming. And out of 15 boys, 10 chose basketball, 4 chose wrestling, and 1 chose swimming. We figured out that basketball is a sport that both enjoy watching, and swimming and wrestling are the minorities when it comes to the numbers.
Originally, we thought there would be a strong correlation between gender and the sport the student prefers. We expected boys to like sports with more contact, but after surveying, we found that there is no correlation. Out of the 30 people we surveyed, 15 boys and 15 girls, only 1 more boy preferred basketball. Only 2 more boys preferred wrestling, while 3 more girls preferred swim. After analyzing the data, the numbers are just too close to say that there is in fact a correlation.
I'm now going to compare the data that we collected from our survey. From the data we collected, there wasn't really any correlation between boys and girls and gender affecting what winter sport they preferred watching. We got data we didn't expect. Our hypothesis is flawed and could be improved. But from the data that we collected, gender played no role. Maybe we could have come up with a more specific hypothesis, or one that would have come up with a lot more interesting results. The amount of people that we surveyed didn't go in favor of our hypothesis. Maybe with a larger sample population, it would yield different results.